What's up everybody, welcome to the new video. First of all, hello, welcome to the channel. I've had like 1,200, maybe 1,500 new subscribers, so if you guys are one of those people, what's up? Thanks for watching. One of my old videos from about 6 months ago called The Ugly Truth of Being Shredded. Went somewhat viral. I got like 156,000 views, so I assume that's where you guys came from. Side note, I'm no longer shredded anymore. I'm bulking, and I am very much into my off season. I'm about 6 months in, so thank you for joining me on my journey. And this is going to be a talking video, so you guys can kind of get to know what kind of stuff comes on this channel. We do talking videos, we do vlogs, we do workouts, we do nutrition, we do single videos, we do all this kind of stuff. So this is just going to be a single video about the title, and it's why is sleep so important, so important for muscle building and just generally life. Why should you be sleeping? So we can kick right into it. Please excuse me, I'm going to be referring to my phone just because I've got notes written down. I don't want to miss anything. And anything that I quote that sounds like it's from a study will be in the description box. And all the studies and all the sources that I have used will be in the description box as well. So you can click those, you can click on any of those studies, you can read through them, validify them for yourself. And if you find anything that's a little bit off, comment down below, let me know that I'm doing something wrong. And just if there's anything else that you guys want to add to it as well, comment down below, and I can pin that at the top and people can benefit from it. So that's what we do here, guys. There's a community, we're all trying to help each other. I'm going to be wrong, you guys might be wrong, we're all going to be wrong at some point, but let's help each other make it right. So why is sleep so good for you? Well, first of all, so many people are lacking sleep, and there's loads of different side effects of lack of sleep, and I'm sure if you have lack of sleep, you've noticed them. If you have lack of sleep, talking less than 6 hours a day or a night, you are 55% more likely to be obese. Let that run through you. That is crazy. Now, there are probably because of it's not going to be like sleep less, gain weight, if nothing else changes. But I think actually the effects of having less sleep, to do with hormones, to do with rhythms, to do with routine, create these habits that make us eat a little bit more than we should do, putting us into a surplus. So it's not that sleeping less ruins our deficit or anything like that, or ruins our calorie surplus. It's just that I think it creates other habits, which is what this study was trying to show. Not only that, but if you sleep well, we have improved hormones. For men, testosterone; for women, estrogen. The balance is a lot more stable, and just having less sleep will affect those hormones. And in fact, ghrelin and leptin will both be affected as well. Ghrelin being our hunger hormone, so if you have less sleep, ghrelin goes higher, which makes us more hungry, which in turn can lead us to overeating, which I think links back to that first comment that I was talking about. And then leptin is the hormone that makes us feel full. So actually this gets released as well when we're in our REM sleep, which generally just makes our cravings not be up here with the high ghrelin, and our hunger not be super low with the leptin. Actually, you're more closer in the middle, so you kind of wake up not craving anything and not necessarily too full. So if you ever get that feeling in the morning where you're like, I can't eat, that's actually why, because maybe you've had a good night's sleep and those hunger hormones are a little bit more stable rather than far away. One of the most catabolic hormones in the world, in our bodies, cortisol. So cortisol gets risen all the way through the day through stress. If you go through a stressful moment, a stressful conversation, cortisol rises up. Yeah, you will come back down again eventually, but actually sleep is the biggest part of the day where we even out that cortisol and we bring that right down. So actually reducing that cortisol will bring us back into a more anabolic state. I don't want to say we go to an anabolic state, but we go to a more anabolic state. But not only that, high cortisol levels, high inflammation markers, generally just not feeling as good if you've got lower cortisol. So if you're sleeping less, chances are your cortisol levels are rock bottom, or if you're sleeping very badly, your chances are your cortisol levels are horrible. And then obviously to improve those levels, you'd want to sleep a little bit more. Not only that, guys, but better sleep, better skin, better immune system. Your immune system is going to recover a little bit better. Your immune system is going to be stronger as well, if you're sacrificing something that is super important to the body. If you think about it, we can not drink for about 3 days, we can not eat for probably a few weeks if we wanted to, probably a bit longer, but you can't not sleep for more than 2 days. If you don't sleep for more than 2 days, your cognitive ability will absolutely plummet. Not only that, but you'll probably go a little bit crazy. If you've ever been lost in the internet and read about the sleep experiments, they were fucking crazy. People started eating each other after about 4 days of not sleeping. and they were forced to stay awake. So go look at that, that's crazy. But actually, less sleep equals less performance. Less performance equals less ability to maintain muscle if you're in a deficit, or gain muscle if you're in a deficit, or actually just gain muscle if you're in a surplus. So we want to be thinking everything to do with natural bodybuilding is about how we perform. So our diet should be around how we perform. Our training should be based around how to continually perform at a high level, and so should our sleep, guys. If you're not sleeping well, you're not going to perform as well. And yep, some people do have less time to sleep, that's fine, but make the most of that sleep and get into a deeper sleep as quickly as you can. So sleep will reduce your performance as well. So guys, those are the main reasons why sleep is good, and why a lack of sleep can actually completely wreak havoc during your day. There's a lot that I didn't want to make too many specific links to this, but there is a lot of correlation between lack of sleep and depression and other mental health problems. I read some crazy statistic that 90% of people with mental health problems also have sleep problems, which is fucking crazy. Obviously the correlation's it's not going to be like you sleep less, you get depressed, but there's going to be some factors that less sleep have a knock-on effect in your day that can all lead to that one problem, or a few problems in fact. So I think that's something massive to take into consideration, because I'm a huge supporter of positive mental health and bringing mental health awareness up. So that's something amazing to look into as well. I don't want to drag this video on too long. It's already probably pretty long because I love a rant. Sleep tips. How can you improve your sleep to improve your performance, to improve your muscle mass, to improve your life in general? So I am just going to run through these as quick as possible. So first of all, guys, you spend I hope you spend at least 6 hours in your bed every single day. If you've got a shit bed, spend the money to get a good bed. You know, if you're sleeping 9 hours a night and you've got 9 hours every single day in a shit bed, hurting your posture, maybe not giving you a good night's sleep, you need to get this sorted. Guys, you can get cheap mattress toppers for about 50 quid on Amazon. They're memory foam, they're gonna make you sleep like a baby. So if you have a shit bed, get a mattress topper. If you've got a shit mattress, maybe if you can afford it, get a better mattress. Guys, you spend so much time in your bed. Invest into it. Invest into your diet and invest into your bed, the two most important things that you could probably do. We have a circadian rhythm. When the sun comes down, the circadian rhythm sort of kicks in, and our natural hormones, our natural sleep hormones start to release as we start to tone down for the evening. Obviously, back in the day when we had no artificial lights above us, or phones or laptops, there was no fake light. There was just sunlight, and it was nighttime. So the body really just worked off that, kind of started to go to sleep more towards sundown and wake up towards sunset. So we still have that inbuilt in us, in our kind of genetic time clock, if you want to call it that. So actually, when your parents used to say, "Don't go to bed so late, you're gonna feel horrible," it's kind of true. It's kind of true. The mum's all right. So circadian rhythm, something to massively focus on. Going to bed at the same time and waking up at the same time. Also, moving into the artificial light, you can get those orange specks. I'm going to put them on screen right now. I've seen people wear them. They're basically blue light blockers. Something that I've been seeing that is increasingly more important with the advancements of technology is people staring at their phones and staring at their laptops before they go to bed. Guys, I know what you're doing. I'm with you. Yeah, so the blue light will affect our sleep hormones, things like melatonin. They will actually inhibit the release of melatonin when you're looking at the blue lights. So actually sometimes you can get these orange light blockers. I'm sure you guys have seen them on Instagram. Or you can get just like blackout blinds, or tape your blinds around so they're completely black in the room, and don't look at your white lights. Maybe turn your phone onto night mode, your laptop onto night mode, and you can block that white light out and allow that melatonin release, which allows a deeper, better sleep. I preach about it in bodybuilding, but I preach about it in sleep as well. Do the same thing before you go to bed. So for me, sometimes I shower. Sometimes I find a shower wakes me up actually, but I'll go in, I'll brush my teeth, I'll sit in my bed, I'll put a podcast on for 10 to 15 minutes, and by that time I'm like struggling to find my phone to click pause so I can just zonk over. So maybe try, I prefer listening to things, so maybe music, maybe podcasts, maybe just like a YouTube video or something, rather than reading. Some people like reading, so if that's your thing, then maybe just read for 15 minutes. And then two more little comments, these are a little bit out there. One is to put a pillow between your legs, because apparently when you're on your side and you've got a pillow between your legs, it actually aligns your spine, just to allow for a better alleviation of pressure on your spine throughout the day. Obviously we're walking, we're sitting all day, even like this, my spine's in a weak position, but we're horizontal, put a pillow through the legs, sometimes pillow under the arm, and depending where it was comfortable, this can really put you in a better position for sleep. And then finally, guys, just use your bed just to sleep. Don't wake up and sit in it and work in it. I do sometimes, guilty. But if you want to associate bed with sleep, so the human brain is an adaptation machine. If you do something for a long enough time, your body's going to go, okay, cool, I know what's coming. So if you constantly sit in that routine and you're always in bed when you sleep, and only when you sleep, you wake up, you leave, your body's going to associate the bed with sleep, which is going to really you're just going to feel that bed and you're going to want to sleep. An app called Sleep Cycle, which is on screen right now, and this shows you your sleep quality, the amount of time in bed, the amount of times that you snore. You can put any notes on there, it puts your activity on there, and it can give you statistics and trends across the world. So it kind of shows me my average compared to the world of how long I sleep, how good my quality of sleep is, and I really find this tracking device pretty helpful, because I know if I've had a lower percentage night sleep, I can kind of work out what variables I need to change, and then I change those, and then I make a better night. I have a better night's sleep the next night. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is that you need a routine or like a thing that puts you into that state of mind of going to bed. So whether that's having a shower, smoking a joint, reading a book, listening to a podcast, one of those things, and do that before you go to bed, you're going to be absolutely fine. If you guys enjoyed the one-to-one video, comment down below if you've got any questions, drop a like, appreciate the support. Peace.